The train was already humming along the tracks when Eleanor and her husband, George, settled into their reserved seats. For them, these short weekend trips were a tradition, a quiet escape where they could watch the world pass by without hurry. Eleanor tucked her knitting bag beside her while George adjusted his hat. Ready for a peaceful ride, but peace rarely lasts long on public transport. A sharp voice sliced through the calm. "Excuse me, you're in our seats." Eleanor looked up to see a woman in her 40s, tight ponytail, purse clutched to her chest, annoyance radiating like heat. Beside her stood a teenage boy, rolling his eyes dramatically. George pulled out their printed tickets. "These are seats 14A and 14B, he said gently. "Yes," the woman snapped, "and those are the seats we want. My son needs space. He can't sit in the back. It's uncomfortable for him." Eleanor glanced at the nearly empty rows behind them. "There are many open seats," she said kindly. "Maybe choose those?" Karen folded her arms. "We paid for tickets too, and these seats are better." "You're elderly. You should be understanding." Eleanor's eyebrow arched, a sign George recognized well. It meant someone had just pushed the wrong button. "My dear," Eleanor said, leaning forward slightly, "being elderly doesn't make us invisible. It doesn't make our reservations optional. We booked these seats like everyone else." Karen scoffed. "You're seriously not going to move for a child?" "He's taller than my mailbox," Eleanor replied dryly. "He'll survive in a perfectly fine seat 3 steps away." A few passengers chuckled. Karen's face reddened. "This is unbelievable." "Agreed," Eleanor said. "The entitlement is truly unbelievable." A train attendant approached, sensing tension. After checking the tickets, she confirmed what everyone already knew. Eleanor and George were in the correct seats. Karen and her son were not. The attendant smiled politely. "Ma'am, you'll need to sit in the seats you purchased." Karen muttered under her breath as she stomped off with her son, sliding into the row behind them, the perfectly fine row that she had loudly rejected minutes earlier. Eleanor returned to her knitting, peaceful once more. "People these days," George whispered. Eleanor nodded. "They keep expecting the world to bend," she said, clicking her needles. "But sometimes the world, or an old woman, simply refuses."